Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone, this is Ashima, and in this video we'll be talking about daily current affairs, and in this video we'll be discussing about the news events that have happened in the past 2 days, and we'll be talking about them in as much detail as is required for examination purpose. And furthermore, for those who want to practice questions as well, for them we have everyday quiz that is updated on Entri app. So you can download the app from Google Play Store, and once you download, it's a vernacular app, that is you can have multiple languages as your option. You can give that everyday current affairs quiz in any language you prefer, and there's other study material also which is available, various courses that are available, so you can take up those courses as well if you find them helpful, right? So you can download the app from Google Play Store, but here on we'll be talking about the news events. So do like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel for daily updates and various other such videos that we upload on this channel, right? So let's begin our discussion now. The first event that we are going to talk about is Armed Forces Enhanced Financial Powers for Capital Procurement approved. Now this has been approved recently, but what exactly is this development we are talking about? Now, for defense purposes, there are certain decisions that can be taken by the commanding officers or commander-in-chief or the heads of these armed forces, right? So for that purpose, government has given them powers on certain limited amount, that is that this much expenditure they can decide on whether they want to spend it or how they want to spend it. So for that, certain financial powers have been given. So under which act and how have they been given? So under capital procurement to levels below the vice chief of armed forces have been given, and it is given under other capital procurement procedure of defense acquisition procedure 2020. So under this, for those who are below the vice chief position, for them this financial powers have been given. So to what limit and to which ranks have they been given? So financial powers up to rupees 100 crore have been given to General Officer Commanding in Chief, Flag Officer Commanding in Chief, Air Officer Commanding in Chief at Services Command. Now this Air Officer is at Services Command, and Regional Commanders, Indian Coast Guard. Now so here you can see that for all these, that is all the four forces that are there which come under Ministry of Defense, all of those four forces, commanding in chief or commander in chief have been given these powers, right? So this does not involve a paramilitary, it involves Ministry of Defense, that is the Army, Navy and Coast Guard and Air Force. Apart from that, 200 crore powers have also been given. So 100 crores are for commander-in-chief, whereas 200 crores have been given to Deputy Chief of Army Staff, Chief of Material, Air Officer Maintenance, Deputy Chief Integrated Defense Staff, and Additional Director General, Indian Coast Guard. So for ranks below that commander-in-chief, 200 crore amount of powers have been given, or financial powers have been given. Now, going ahead to the next news event, Time Magazine 100 Emerging Leaders Who Are Shaping the Future list has been released recently. So, in this, first of all, one Indian is there, that is the Bhim Army Chief Chandrasekhar Azad. So, Bhim Army was founded by 3 members. Out of them, one is Chandrasekhar Azad, who is the Chief of Bhim Army. Now, Bhim Army was founded in 2015 or so, and it was founded in UP, right? So this is very important. Second of all, there are other 5 Indian origin personalities who have also been listed in that Times Magazine list. So who are these personalities? First is Twitter's top lawyer Vijaya Gadde. Then UK's finance minister Rishi Sunak is there. Instacart founder and CEO Apurva Mehta, Doctor and Executive Director of Get Us PPE Shikha Gupta, and founder of non-profit Upsolve Rohan Povaluri. So these 5 people are there, and these 5 Indian origin personalities have also been listed in the emerging, you can say top 100 emerging leaders of the world in the Times Magazine. So here, for examination purpose, you need to know who are these people, like who is the founder and CEO of Instacart, or Rohan Povaluri is the founder and CEO of which of the following organization. Any which ways the question can be asked, so you need to be aware about both of them. right? Then the next is a smart Anganwadis. Now, smart Anganwadis program has been launched in Kerala state, right? So Kerala is making this development. So what exactly is this development that we are talking about here? Now, Kerala has sanctioned 9 crore rupees for the conversion of conventional Anganwadis to smart Anganwadis. And what does that involve? That involves better amenities and digital connections, right? Now, we already have seen that Kerala is already progressing in a lot of areas on that part, because it is one of those states which is trying to build itself as a digital state, right? So for that purpose, there are various facilities that are going to be given in Anganwadis also, and for that purpose, the Department of Women and Child Development has given 48 Anganwadis to the state to construct new buildings. First of all, buildings need to be renewed first of all. So for that purpose, Women and Child Development Ministry department has given 48 Anganwadis to the state where the new buildings can be created, and including that building, there's going to be more facilities, more child friendly facilities are going to be there, so that their mental and physical development can take place simultaneously and in a good way, right? Now, apart from that, there are going to be certain smart structures also. Now, if we talk about Anganwadi scheme, what exactly is that? But before that, you need to know about two things. First of all, Anganwadi scheme we'll be talking about. Second of all, these smart Anganwadis will be designed and constructed under ICDS, Integrated Child Development Scheme, because it is going to involve mental, physical development, smart structure. So that all comes under ICDS. So we'll be talking about both of them. Gain an idea about both of these schemes, because both of these schemes are going to be important. First, we come to Anganwadi scheme. Now, Anganwadi scheme is a rural childcare center that was started in 1975, and the purpose was to combat hunger and malnutrition among children. Right. So initially, when it was launched, the primary purpose was that it should be fighting the food or hunger issues and malnutrition issues, as well as for the basic health care that should be given to children. So, keeping all of these things in mind, proper health care should be given to children. They should be nourished in a good way in terms of mental and physical being. For that purpose, Anganwadi scheme was launched, and then we have ICDS, Integrated Child Development Services. It is for providing primary food, health care, preschool education, health checkup, immunization for all the children which are under the age of 6. Now, this was started again in the same year, that is in 1975, but in 78 it was discontinued. Right. Then later on, in the 10th 5-year plan, it was again continued, and in that plan, ICDS scheme was linked with Anganwadi, because the major purpose, or you can say the main criteria which both of them are working for, is something on the same. Just ICDS puts up a cap on the age limit also. So both of them were combined in 10th 5-year plan. Right. This is important. In which 5-year plan were they integrated? That was in 10th 5-year plan. Right? Then going ahead, Mission Indradhanush 3.0 has been announced recently, and this Mission Indradhanush is of intensified one. So it is intensified. So what exactly is the difference between intensified Mission Indradhanush and Mission Indradhanush? That we'll be looking at. First, let's have a look at what this 3.0 mission is, or who has launched it. First of all, launched by Union Health Minister, and that is Dr. Harshvardhan. Now, this mission is going to be started in two rounds. First round will be from 22nd of February. Second is going to be from 22nd of March. Now, what is the area where it is going to be spread? So, all the 29 states that are there and all the union territories that we have, it is going to be spread in all. So, around 250 districts have been identified across these 29 states and union territories where it is going to be spread apart. Now, there are guidelines and everything has been launched, and it will, what is the purpose, what is the idea behind launching this this third phase, is to provide immunization to pregnant women and children for free of cost for all those who were left behind. Also strengthen and re-energize the immunization program that is running. Now, under Mission Indradhanush, which immunization program is running. That is all those immunization or vaccines that need to be given under UIP, which is Universal Immunization Program. So all the vaccines that are under UIP, they are given under Mission Indradhanush, and that involves around 12 vaccines. 12 vaccines, you can say, are the highlights of it. They are vaccine preventable diseases like, whooping cough, diphtheria, polio, tetanus, meningitis, Japanese encephalitis. So there are around 12 such diseases which can be prevented by a vaccine, and those vaccine programs are covered under this. Now, the third phase of this mission involves reaching all the unreached population also. So, that we'll be understanding when we'll understand the difference between Mission Indradhanush and intensified Mission Indradhanush. The first Mission Indradhanush, it was launched in December 2014, and its aim was full immunization for unvaccinated or partially vaccinated children under UIP. So all those UIP vaccines, those who have not been immunized at all, or all those who have been partly immunized, for them this Mission Indradhanush was launched in 2014. And in this, the age was 2 years and pregnant women. For both of them, for 2 years and pregnant women. Then, in intensified Mission Indradhanush was launched in 2017 for again age between or under the 2 years pregnant women under uncovered area of immunization program. But this was also for urban areas, because in Mission Indradhanush the urban areas were left behind, or they were not covered to that rate, right? So intensified one also covered the urban areas. So urban areas of uncovered women and children were also under intensified, and for intensified we have the third version coming up. Next, we have a Go Electric campaign. What exactly is this Go Electric campaign? As the name suggests, bringing in more preference towards electric energy, that is electric vehicles, for electric cooking material, like we have induction, and also promotion of that rather than the fossil fuels is why this campaign has been launched. Who launched it? Union Minister of Road Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari has launched it. Second of all, what is the purpose? Is spreading awareness so that people are more inclined towards electric vehicles, as we can say, and more inclined towards taking up or you can say taking up electric cooking methods across all the areas, right? So it is going to raise awareness regarding e-mobility and electric cooking, both of them, right? Now, Power Minister, who is the Power Minister? That is R.K. Singh. He also was a part, or he has also favored this campaign, and while the launch he also stated that energy transition is the need of the hour, because we cannot be dependent upon fossil fuel for long, because it drains the amount of import bill also. It creates the amount of import bill to a higher scale. Once we are dependent, if we remove our dependency from fossil fuels which we import to electric energy which we can produce, this is going to be much easier and reducing the import bills of India as well. Currently, what is the import bill of India? Approximately 8 lakh crores. Currently, import bill, if we talk about import bill of India, that is approximately 8 lakh crores, right? Then all right, moving further. First of all, Statehood Day of Mizoram and Arunachal Pradesh was celebrated on February 20th recently. And over here now you need to remember that they had become states in 1987 in India. Earlier they were union territories, but you need to remember that in 1987 was the year when Mizoram and Arunachal Pradesh both moved from union territories to becoming a state. Next, we have Smart Cities Mission. Under Smart Cities Mission, 25 cities have been chosen for nurturing neighborhood challenge. Now, what exactly is this challenge? First of all, so it is for creating such projects, creating more parks or more prep schools, or whatever in the neighborhood needs to be created, so that the environment of the neighborhood becomes more childhood friendly or children friendly. So creating such a form of infrastructure that children favorability is there, that is what nurturing neighborhoods challenge is. In 25 cities it has been launched, and those cities as named here: Agartala, Bengaluru, Coimbatore, Dharamshala, Erode, Hubli, Dharwad, Hyderabad, Indore, Jabalpur, Kakinada, Kochi, Kohima, Kota, Nagpur, Rajkot, Ranchi, Rohtak, Rourkela, Salem, Surat, Trivandrum, Tirupur, Ujjain, Vadodara, and Warangal. These are the 25 cities that have been chosen. Next, Israel has started developing anti-missile arrow 4 system, and this is with US. Why has it started? More of it because it wants to be safe from Iran. As you can see, keeping itself safe from Iran, taking a safety measure is what Israel has intended to do via this. Next, damage control stimulator for Indian Navy is going to be set up at Port Blair. Now, first question, where will damage control stimulator be set up? That is in Port Blair. Second of all, who inaugurated it? Lieutenant General Manoj Pandey, who is currently Commander-in-Chief of Andaman and Nicobar Command. He laid the foundation stone for it. Right? So, two questions covered over here: damage control stimulator, and second of all, who laid the foundation stone for it. Then passport services integrated with DigiLocker scheme. We have already seen that DigiLocker scheme is being promoted by government in full, and DigiLocker actually is being promoted by government in full and final scale. And in this, what they have done is integrated the passport services with it also. That is, that from now on, first of all, whenever you'll be applying for passport, you will also be getting a DigiLocker. You'll be getting your passport on DigiLocker, and the link of that can be provided for ID proof. You don't have to, scan it and upload the document. You can specifically give the link for uploading the document very easily. So, government is promoting the paperless mode over here, right? Then, Uttarakhand ordinance has been passed recently to give co-ownership rights to women in husband's property. Now, here the state is important. Which state has done that? And it is in view for the large-scale migration of men from hill of the states in search of livelihood. So, for that purpose, what they have done to empower women on equivalent scale, they have given co-ownership rights to husband's property as well, so that women are not left behind. Then, we have 125 crore corpus fund, which is going to help Meghalaya entrepreneurs as per the Chief Minister of Meghalaya, that is Conrad Sangma. So first question, who is the Chief Minister of Meghalaya? That is Conrad Sangma. And second of all, what amount corpus fund has been set up? 125 crores. And for what duration it has been set up? 2 years. So this is for 2 years when this fund has been created. And this was launched while the Prime Entrepreneurship Awards were being given in Shillong recently. Then Hoshangabad will be renamed as Narmadapuram, and this has been announced by the Chief Minister of MP. And who is the Chief Minister of MP? That is Shivraj Singh Chauhan. So Shivraj Singh Chauhan has recently announced that Hoshangabad is going to be renamed as Narmadapuram. Then India and Ethiopia have signed agreement on visa facilitation and leather technology recently. This agreement was signed with the Deputy Prime Minister of Ethiopia, who is on visit of India for 4 days. Then we have banks. Now, Supreme Court has given a recent decision regarding the lockers of banks, and that is that banks cannot ditch the responsibility and raise hands on responsibility when it comes to lockers. So, bank cannot say that lockers were hacked, so it is not our responsibility. No, since it's a digital time and there are a lot of hacking procedures that can be done, Supreme Court has said that they cannot ditch people or their customers for that part, and if they do so, they will be covered under Consumer Protection Act. So they will be liable for any action for whatever the court decides on the Consumer Protection Act if they ditch the customers on this part. Then RBI has put 1000 rupees withdrawal cap on Deccan Urban Cooperative Bank, and that is for a duration of 6 months. This cap has been put ahead, right? Now, where is this Deccan Urban Cooperative Bank? This is based in Karnataka. It is a Karnataka based bank, right? All right. Then we have SBI Payments is going to launch Yono Merchant app for low cost payments, and this is going to act as a soft POS or point of scale solution, which it has partnered with global payments technology Visa. So it has partnered with Visa for providing tap to phone feature or using phone as your POS machine, as you can say. Then Indian Oil Corporation and Greenstat Norway have signed an agreement for Center of Excellence on Hydrogen recently. So this is again very important. That is, who has signed, with whom have we signed this agreement? This agreement has been signed with Norway recently. Then 11th India European Union macroeconomic dialogue was held recently. Union Minister of Environment Protection and Climate Change Prakash Javadekar, he has inaugurated Atal Paryavaran Bhavan at Lakshadweep recently. Now, this is very important as to the part. First of all, where has it been launched? The where part is very much important. And second of all, you need to remember who inaugurated it. So, if we talk about that, who inaugurated it, it was inaugurated by the Union Environment and Forest Climate Change Minister. Then Divya Coronal Medicine by Patanjali has received certification from Ayush Ministry, and this is a certification for improvising on immunization. So, as per the ministry, this is a good drug for increasing the immunity, right? And this also follows the WHO norms. Then Home Minister has released a book, Rashtra Pratham 82 Varsho Ka Swarnim Gatha, and this is a book on the history of CRPF. So Home Minister Amit Shah ji has released this book, and it is on the history of CRPF. Name of the book, Rashtra Pratham 82 Varsho Ki Swarnim Gatha. Then Indian Navy is going to participate in NAVDEX 21 and IDEX 21. And where is this going to be held? NAVDEX and IDEX both are going to be held in UAE. So first of all, where is it going to be held? UAE. And which force is going to participate? Indian Navy is going to participate. Then government has approved proposal worth 363 crores in food processing industry recently. About 20 projects have been approved under this, and all of these projects amount to around 363 crores, out of which 102 crores government is going to give in write-up. Then United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization and Arbor Day Foundation, both of them have recognized Hyderabad as a tree city of the world recently. So you need to know about FAO also, you need to know about Arbor Day Foundation as well. Then World Day of Social Justice was observed on 20th of February recently. Here the theme is important. What was the theme? A call for social justice on digital economy. Then Naomi Osaka of Japan has won Australia Open tennis women's single title recently. Third India Tourism Mart was organized, and it was addressed by the Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare, that is Dr. Harshvardhan, who organized this. It was organized by FAITH. What is FAITH? Federation of Association in Indian Tourism and Hospitality. Purpose: increasing of tourism sector involvement in India as of now, because after COVID, because in duration of the COVID, a lot of hit has been witnessed by tourism sector. So increasing that is our main purpose. Then Manika Batra has won the 82nd National Table Tennis Championship, and Pakistan is going to register Himalayan pink salt for GI tag. And with this, we will be winding up the segment. I hope this session has been helpful to all of you and a quite informative session to all of you. In case you find any segment of the news event is not understandable, not clear, you can post it in the comment section and we'll address to that issue as soon as possible. Right? So I'll see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye, take care, good luck with your preparations, and have a wonderful day ahead.